Okay, the one-ton trailer project has been moving right along. Some of this stuff is still just like dry fitting and whatnot. Like the rear tailgate is not attached yet. I'm not sure. I don't think I'm going to try and make it so that the tailgate opens. I think I'm just going to go ahead and glue it in place. But we're still hemming and hawing on that one. The front wheel is just kind of dry fit in there for right now. I'm off today for Labor Day, but tomorrow at lunch, I'm going to see if I can't turn up an aluminum wheel to replace that plastic one, just for something to do. And then I'm still not sure what we're going to do about the wheel mounting and stuff. I mean, it'll probably pull okay behind the truck like that, but it really should be swung up out of the way. So we'll take a look at that. Now, this was really pretty easy to put everything together. Um, the big secret is to have this, the proper glue that works well on PLA, and also a whole buttload of these definitely are a good thing. And I think we all know the rule on little clamps. One can never have too many little clamps. Just keep saying that to yourself. So I used a piece of just sheet styrene to put a floor in it. The base is just glued right to the trailer. The axle is in place. That's one thing about these trailers. You got to get some springs, but if you've got a WPL truck, they all come with an extra pair of springs. So there you go. That's one thing. If we're going to RC this, I'm going to have to change some stuff here. Now, if this was going to be a static model, the axle setup like this would be no problem. But if we're going to RC it to pull down the road, I guess we're not really RCing the truck or the trailer, are we? But anyway, we're going to have it pulled by an RC truck, and it's got a pretty good suspension on it. It's works pretty good, but the way the wheels are attached just is not going to work. This 2mm rod and the brake hubs and stuff, I think that's just not going to get it. It's just not providing enough rigidity. Everything's too wobbly. So I picked up some of these metal geared axles that are going to go into WPL housings, and then when the axles with the plastic gears come out, I'm going to take those axles and see if we can do something to get this axle in place. I don't really have one handy that's cleaned up, but the WC51 rims would work okay, and they're already set up for a hex in the back, whereas the trailer rims are not. They're just a through hole. But if we get something with a hex on there, I think that'll be a lot better. And there's still a long ways to go. Still got to get the little eye hook for the front, for the tow bar. Still got to sort out the front wheel. Everything obviously has to be primed and painted, and much sanding will be involved. And not sure yet what we're going to do about the axle. But we're making progress. The fenders fit really nice, and with these clamps, you just clamp everything together dry, exactly the way you want it, and then just literally just paint the seam with a paintbrush with that glue. And it I don't care how tight you got the clamps, it gets down in there and it welds it together. And so in a way, that glue is very, very easy to use. Like take just this drawbar piece, for example. I trimmed it down to where it was a nice tight fit into the hole there, pressed it into place, and then I turned it over and just wicked some glue around the edge from the bottom. And I guarantee you, this part will snap off before that ever tries to come out of there. So the glue works really good with PLA, but you can't use crazy glue and expect to get good permanent results. Crazy glue looks like it works good at first, but then any kind of shear on it at all and it just snaps right off. So that's where we're at with the one-ton trailer. I'm hoping some of you guys will want to build one of these. See you next time.